Plaintiff Sarah Fuller dated the defendant for 2 years, and she claims 6 months into the relationship, he became verbally and physically abusive. And once, he even tried to light her hair on fire. Sarah now has a child with the defendant, and both of them have a restraining order against him. And she's suing her ex today for a cell phone bill. Defendant Daniel Fix admits that his relationship with Sarah was volatile, but he insists she was the fighter, and he simply defended himself. Daniel claims Sarah is now keeping his son from him, and he's countersuing her today for personal property.
Start with you.
Well, me and Daniel were friends for 8 to 9 years. We dated for almost 2 years. I never thought that I would ever be abused or threatened or have a protection order against a person who I claimed as my best friend.
When and how did he begin abusing you?
He began abusing me about 6 months after dating. I lived with him for a short period of time, and I moved back home with my parents in
How was he abusing you, though?
He was physically and emotionally, verbally.
Really?
Yeah.
Sir, you a woman beater?
No, not in any circumstances. It was going both ways.
She would attack you?
Yes.
And you would defend yourself?
Yes. Yeah.
How would you defend yourself?
Like, push her away, grab her. You know, she threw remotes, brushes, anything she grabbed in her hand.
You ever
reach.
initiate a fight against her physically?
No, not fighting.
That's
Physically.
not correct.
You never started the fight?
No.
Threw the first punch?
No, I didn't.
Grab her, smack her, any of that?
Not the first one.
All right.
When you know,
she was started and you would finish
Yes.
it. All right. All right. So I hope that's all you did was try and restrain her.
That's not true.
A man shouldn't even hit a woman back. He should just try and restrain her, hold her. And if he can't hold her any longer, run. Go ahead, man.
I moved back in with my parents about December of 2008 for a few months, and Daniel claimed that he was changing, he was doing what he needed to do so we could be back together, so I gave it another try. And I moved back in with them in February of 2009, and we were fine. We didn't argue as much at all. And then in July of 2009, I found out I was pregnant. And about August of 2009, I moved back in with my parents because me and his mom didn't get along at all. She would always cause conflict with me and Daniel. She would bring up his other child a lot, and it bothered me, and it made me and Daniel fight quite a bit. And so in August of 2000...
Why didn't she like you?
I don't know why she didn't like me. She just...
that's not true.
Well, when we would go out to like dinner or something, she'd always she talked about me behind
You never
closed
paid the
doors.
bill?
No.
Well, that's why.
No, sorry, I didn't.
She would always say what?
Well, like when he abused me whenever I was living with him, we were in our room at the time. We shared a room with a 7-year-old brother, and he tried to light my hair on fire, and she walked right past. She saw it happen, and so she took me into the kitchen and told me that if I needed to talk to her, if Daniel was getting worse, then to go to her and she would try and stop it.
You all were arguing and
We weren't even arguing. We were just watching TV.
And you decided to light your hair?
Yeah. I don't know why he did.
You want to ask him?
No, I'm fine with not knowing.
I'll ask him, sir. Did you
No, I
light
did
your
not
woman's-
try to burn her hair on fire.
You didn't light it at all?
No, if that's anything, we watch movies or something, you know how a normal couple do, they cuddle.
They don't watch the movie, but normal couples don't burn hair, huh?
I smoke cigarettes.
You were smoking cigarettes?
He wasn't smoking at the
I went to go
time.
light up my cigarette. I can't recall about me trying to catch her hair on fire.
It does sound odd, ma'am. You said you all weren't even arguing?
No, we were talking, and he took a lighter and he tried to light the back of my hair on fire. His
And
mom,
you didn't say, why you do that?
I did. I pushed him away. I didn't ask
You
him
said
why.
you didn't ask him.
I didn't ask. I pushed him
That's my
away.
point. That doesn't sound like a reasonable response.
Yeah.
Somebody try and light your hair, seems like you would move your head and say, why are you doing that? If you're not arguing.
Yeah.
Is this your mom?
Yes.
Come
sir.
on, ma'am. You make some sense of this. State your name.
My name is Paula Fix.
You want to tell me what you know about this, particularly the hair lighting incident?
Well, if I can back up just for
Go
a
ahead.
second. I have never had a problem with Sarah, ever. I liked her very much. Always have. Still like her.
Why do you think she's saying this?
Treat her as my own daughter. Loved her, moved her into my home. I'm not sure why she's saying this. Yes, I have issues with her now, only because I don't get to see my grandson. But that doesn't make me not like her as a person. I don't like what's happening. The incident that she's talking about, I believe, is more like what Danny said, that he went to light a cigarette and she thought maybe that he was trying to, and she took it a little, she got a little nervous about it.
What did she do?
She came in and told me.
Said he's trying to...
Right,
what?
that he tried to light her hair on fire, which didn't make any sense to me. And I took Danny aside and asked him, and he's like, no, I wouldn't do that. I was trying to light my cigarette.
All right, let's move on. Why'd you all break up?
Well, and when I moved back home with my parents, I was pregnant, and my parents were very supportive. They helped me out through a lot. They gave me a place to stay at a crib. They helped me with my bills, and the more my parents helped out, the more controlling Daniel became. He wouldn't let me hang out with any of my friends. My friends weren't good enough to hang around either because they were... I don't really know why he didn't like my friends. Sure. And then when I was around 7 months pregnant, he tried to choke me. He attempted to choke me. We were arguing over going out to dinner, and I was sitting at the top of the stairs. He went downstairs to get money out of his room. He came upstairs, threw the bag of change at me, and then and I was sitting down. He pushed me down, put his hand around my neck, and he started yelling. I didn't call the police or anything because I was scared. I didn't know if it would escalate anymore.
Is that when you all broke up?
No, we broke up when I was on bed rest.
Okay.
I went into preterm labor because of all the stress I was under, and I was in the hospital for 3.5 weeks, or 3.5 days. I was on bed rest for 3 weeks, and when I was on bed rest, he called me quite a few times. I did ask him for the stroller and the car seat. I asked him if I could have it. He told me no. When I was released off of bed rest, me and my mom...
Is this his counterclaim you're talking about? Personal property? Okay, let's get to the phone bill that you're suing about.
Well, after we broke up, I broke up with him on January 17th. I got a cell phone bill in the mail in early January, and in November of 2009, he stopped helping me pay the phone bill. We each paid half of the bill. It was supposed to be...
Why did he stop?
Because he told me he'd never had the money. He didn't have enough, but that was the only bill he had.
All right, and he owes $384?
Yes, that's for 3 months and the early termination.
All right, sir, what do you want to tell me?
The bill, we both went to Verizon. We should be suing Verizon as together, not coming through here or anywhere. It states in the bill that says unlimited data use. That's what the bill racked us up so much money. She told me to stop paying. We went up there numerous times to Verizon to tell them, we have unlimited data usage. Why is it charging us data?
Do you believe that to be the case?
No, sir.
How long ago was that?
It was in November of 2009 when he stopped paying on it.
Did you keep using it, sir?
Did I keep using it?
Yes.
Yes, and
All
she
right.
used it too.
Anytime you have a dispute with a retailer or a service and you can't resolve it, then you stop using them. It's like you go to a store and the store is charging you more one day and you find out later, hey, you charge me more. Every time I come here, you charge me more than you're supposed to charge me. Then you just stop going. You don't keep going and say, give me my cigarettes. I know you're charging me more. All right?
Yeah, but she told me that we both would stop paying it.
Did you stop paying?
No, I paid half the bill. My mom helped me pay the other half, which was supposed to be...
You have that?
No, I don't. It was through a credit card.
All right. He agrees he didn't pay his half.
No, he didn't. He stopped paying in November.
Right. Ma'am, do you want to speak?
Yeah.
Step up. State your name.
My name is Becky Fuller. I'm her mother. I paid the bill a few times, and I was told that I was going to get paid back.
Who told you that?
Mr.
Did you ever tell her that?
That I was going to pay her back?
That's what she
No, I never told her that.
All right.
The
only thing I told her was a different
I couldn't let
case.
my daughter go without a cell phone because she was
You
pregnant
say he
at the
told you a
time.
few times. He said he never told you that.
Yeah, he did. Well, he says a lot of things.
And your counterclaim for $300 for personal property. How does she owe you for that?
Because I got pictures right here with a stroller that she was talking about that I never got to use on my son. I bought close to $200 worth of clothes, brand new clothes that we went to each store with in her own car while she was pregnant because I was excited.
Children's clothes?
Yes, newborn's clothes.
All right.
You know, new from
Don't you think you need to sue the kid?
No, she doesn't let me see my son.
There's a reason
She don't
for
let me
that.
see my son at all, but she lets my stepmom.
Why doesn't she let you see us?
I don't know, because I'm
Okay, why
seeing
don't you
my
ask her?
daughter.
You all don't know a lot about each other. You don't know why he tries to burn your hair up. You don't know why she won't let you see your kid. At some point, you're going to have to ask.
But I can't ask her because I have a protection order against
All
her.
right, you can ask her today.
Why do you not let me see my son?
Because I don't trust you with him or myself. I have a protection order. I have police reports and I have voicemails of
I
you
agreed
threatening
for meeting up with you guys. You know,
Well,
Did he threaten his child?
He threatened to take him away from me because he left me a voicemail
Did
telling
the judge grant an order for
Yes.
him to see his child through a third party?
No, sir.
we're
Did
going
you
through
request
that? Right now.
that?
Yes, we're going through that right now.
All right, that should happen. Now, I don't see that being a problem. You should be able to see your child. You wanted to say something else?
I just want to say that I think all of this started when he tried to be a father to his first child, which upsets both of them,
Okay.
Sarah and her mom, when he tried to step up and be a father to his first child, and they
You all
got
just
upset.
have a lot of drama going. Let's see what
It is a lot of
This
drama.
one is a statement about my sister saying that she went with me. This is her
This
saying
is
a
Sarah.
Went
statement
with you to do what?
And this is Sarah saying
This is when we
she's
were buying the
good
clothes
father.
and that she won't let me see
All
him.
right, unfortunately,
And this
sir.
one is the statements that she sent
Unfortunately,
me.
sir, I'm sure you purchased those items for your child. And I'm sure you don't expect your child to repay you for them.
No.
It was a gift to your child.
Yes, and I want to see my son grow up. And
I understand,
I want to
sir.
see my son that.
And however,
But they're not. I don't know if they're being used or not.
gifts are not required to be used. If so, I would be suing a lot of people who I give gifts to. And they either give them away or they put them somewhere because they don't like what I purchased for them. When you give a gift, it is no longer yours. You no longer have any input on it. A gift, once you complete it, is the other person's property. There's nothing else you can do. So I'm going to dismiss your claim for the property you're suing for because they were gifts to your child. Essentially, that's who owns it. Your child owns those items. And if he is in the custody of his mother, then his mother has the authority over that property. All right, $384 is your judgment, and your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
There are plenty of reasons as to why I'm keeping his son away from him. If he doesn't want to understand that, then that's his choice.
Just to see my son. That's it. You know, just want to be a father.
He's abusive, and I don't trust him with my son or my life.